The Apostle of God told the Muslim community that he was going to Mecca and ordered them to prepare for the journey. He said, "O God, keep the spies and the news from the Quraysh so that we can surprise them in their lands." Hatib ibn Balta'a wrote a letter to the people of Mecca informing them that the Apostle of God was coming to them, and gave the letter to a woman whose name was Sarah with 10 dinars for her to take the letter to the people of Mecca. Sarah was the servant of Abu Amir ibn Saif ibn Hisham. She had come to the Apostle of God from Mecca to Medina. The Apostle of God had said to her, "Have you come as a Muslim?" She said, "No." He said, "Have you come as an immigrant?" She said, "No." He said, "What have you come for?" She said, "You have been my family and patrons, but my patrons have gone and I am in dire need. So I have come to you so that you may give to me, clothe me, and provide amount for me." He said, "Where do you stand amongst the young polytheists?" She had been a singer who used to sing for the fighters of Quraysh to boost their morale during their battles with the Prophet. She said, "They have not asked me for anything else since the Battle of Badr." So the Apostle of God urged the Bani Abdul Muttalib to clothe her and provide her with a mount and with funds, which they did. While the Apostle of God was preparing to conquer Mecca, Hatib came to her and gave her the letter and ordered her to take it by a little known route. When Sarah left with the letter, Gabriel descended upon the Apostle of God, may peace and blessings be upon him, and told him of this. The Apostle of God summoned Imam Ali and said to him, "One of my companions has written a letter to the people of Mecca telling them of our plans. I have already asked God to hide our news from them. The letter is with a woman who has taken it by a different road. So take your sword, catch up with her, and take the letter from her. Then let her go and return to me with it." Then he summoned Al-Zubair and said to him, "Go with Ali bin Abi Talib on this errand." Imam Ali took the letter from her and went with it to the Apostle of God. The affair of Hatib being as it was warranted that public opinion be turned against him so that others who were considering acting in a similar manner would be prevented. Perhaps for this reason, we see that the Apostle of God ordered that congregational prayers be held, and then he ascended the pulpit and took the letter in his hand and said, "O people, I have asked God to keep information about us from Quraysh, but a man from amongst you has written to the people of Mecca and told them of our news. So let the owner of the letter rise, or revelation will expose him." None one rose, so he repeated it, and then Hatib rose and said, "O Apostle of God, I wrote the letter, but I have not been a hypocrite after my Islam, nor have I become a doubter after my certainty," asking for an excuse from the Prophet. The Apostle of God said, "Then what made you write this letter?" Hatib said, seeking an excuse, "O Apostle of God, I have a family in Mecca, but I do not have a tribe that will defend my family. So I wanted to have influence with the people there so that God might defend my family and property." So the Apostle of God excused him and forgave him, and said to his companions, "Do not say anything but kind words to him." One of the companions said, "O Apostle of God, let me strike the neck of this hypocrite. He has betrayed God and his apostle." The Apostle of God said, "Leave him," and he stopped him from attacking Hatib. Hatib was forgiven despite his treacherous behavior, betraying some of the most sensitive secrets at times of war, thus blatantly undermining national security.